people, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Olivia and I am a bikini competitor and a posing coach for bikini and wellness and a online lifestyle coach. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, another episode of the Bikini Prep 2023 series. We are officially 7 weeks out and things are getting real. So I've gotten up this morning. Today is Saturday the 29th of July. We have a very busy Saturday, so bear with me. I've gotten up this morning at 6 a.m. I've checked in with my coach, so I will insert the clip right here. I was going to do an outdoor check-in, but it was absolutely lashing, so indoor it had to be. We've checked in. I've done a full hour of cardio, so I still have 15 minutes left post workout because we are training today, but I'll get to that in a bit. So, by the way, I know you're seeing quite a bit of me lately with the 2 videos last week and this week's video, so thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you do enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave it a like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos, because the next few are going to be very interesting, so thank you. And make sure to head over to Instagram, name on the screen, to follow my journey over there with daily updates pretty much. But yeah, where's this video going to go? First of all, let's just start with a prep update. So as I said, we are 7 weeks out from show number 1 and 11 weeks out from the final show of the season. So I do have 4 lined up. Literally back to back, pretty much back to back peak weeks, back to back shows. But we've already gotten our feedback today within half an hour of me sending my check-in, because my coach was just so happy with the progress. We have dropped how much did I drop? I think I dropped almost 1 kilo from yesterday. Obviously a good night's sleep definitely helped with that. So we've dropped a good bit, so no changes to food, which is good because I am doing a full eating today. No changes to food, no changes to cardio, no changes to pretty much anything, because we are seeing my coach next week. Thursday evening, we fly out from Ireland all the way over to Manchester to spend 2.5 days over there training with him and everything else. So stay tuned for the next couple of vlogs coming. I'll definitely get about 2 videos out of Manchester. So also, let me move the camera. I am completely dressed up in Gasp and Better Body gear today. I've got my Gasp tank, just a Sheen bra, and I finally fit in to my size small Better Body camo leggings, and I could not be happier because I really wanted to look good today for training. So, plan of action for today: training day, full day of eating. That is going to be the main focus on the first half of the video. I'm gonna take you through all of my meals. I'm going to take you to the gym because me, my boyfriend, and his friend, who's also in prep, they're training together. I'm tagging along, and I am hoping to get them into the studio after, and we all do a round of posing, because I'm bikini, John is classic, and then Stephen is a men's physique. So, bodybuilding, men's bodybuilding, I'm sorry. So it'll be nice to kind of get the 3 varieties of posing together in one studio doing our thing. And John is currently working on his routine. He's practicing, he's trying to piece it together, and I couldn't be more proud. So yeah, that's the plan of action. I have an extremely busy morning with posing clients. I have 2 back-to-back now, and then I have another 2 in the evening tonight in person in the gym. So it is a busy week, training in between. I've done my client check-ins, obviously my own check-in. So I still have just under an hour before I start work. So I am going to get in meal number 1. Now, keep in mind, I already meal prepped most of my meals for today. So we are probably going to be eating out of Tupperware. I mean, meal 1 is already packed up, but since we do have the time, I will plate it up to show it to you. I'm not sure if I'll be putting calories and macros on screen right now because I'm just going to be honest, protocols are a little harsh. Food is quite low, so I don't want to be putting that information out there. I don't want it to trigger anybody. I don't want anybody to get ideas and try to follow this because a bodybuilding prep is not healthy, it's not sustainable, and it's not something I want you guys to follow. If you are in need of some guidance along your fitness journey, please feel free to reach out to me. We can always book a call and I can help you get started on your fitness journey. Obviously there's plenty other coaches out there as well, but please do reach out if you feel like you need that help. So just to finish this off, I just want to say please watch this for your entertainment purposes only. And let's dive into it. First of all, I need to show you what is going on outside today. Look at this. This is why I didn't do an outdoor check-in. It is lotting. Welcome to Ireland, am I right? But yeah, full day of eating. And then there is going to be a part 2 to this video, so editing is going to be a bit more difficult because I'm going to have to edit at the end of the week when we're traveling, but I'll do it. So yeah, we are traveling on the Thursday, and something I really want to share with you guys is how I go about that being on prep, how I bring my food and everything. So that is going to be the focus of Thursday before we fly out. I'm going to show you exactly how I prep my meals, how I prep food, what I bring, what I don't bring when I travel on prep. So that'll be Thursday, so I am going to try and keep this part of the video not too long, so you do stick around for the second part. So we're going to dive straight in. We are going to start with my morning supplements because essentials, am I right? Now, I do already have them portioned out in here because my boyfriend is a sweetheart and did it for me. But I'm going to show you exactly what I take in the morning. So now my pill supplements, I either take with meal 1 or usually actually my last meal because I don't bring them to work and I have meal 1 at work, Monday to Friday obviously, and I do try keeping consistent, so I usually just take it with my last meal. So the morning consists of a lot of powders, hence why I always just prep it the night before in a glass and I can just pour water into it in the morning. But we are going in with Absolute Essential Creatine. I get this one from Trek. Just regular monohydrate, 5 grams or a scoop of this. With this, we mix glutamine from Supplement Needs. I have to say I absolutely love this one because Supplement Needs is a very high quality brand. It is a brand I trust. I take a lot of supplements from Supplement Needs, which you will see in the evening because they're mainly in the form of pills. But it is an expensive brand, and this is literally the cheapest and highest quality glutamine that I found on the website, and we've been using this non-stop. I think it's about €22 for 100 servings. So John and I, between the two of us, get pretty much a month and a half out of it, which is great. We do need to order some more. We will be making an order today. I might show you what we get. Then next in, just some regular vitamin C. I cannot stress the importance of vitamin C in prep. Your immune system goes to shit at the end, okay? Your body is just kind of making sure it's trying to keep you alive. It is not focusing on fighting away colds. So vitamin C, I think this is it's 1,000 milligrams in a scoop, so that is exactly what I take. And then to finish off, we have fruits and grains just to make sure I am still somewhat regular, because obviously when food is low, which you will see, and carbs are low, there's not a lot of fiber and there's not a lot to keep you regular. So fruits and grains from Rule 1, it's the only one I use, although they are out of stock and I am in need, so I'll probably just go for the Supplement Needs one. That is a little bit more expensive, but I know it works too, and the flavor is amazing. I think it is mixed berry, and then I'm gonna get cherry one from this, but I'll show that to you later. So this is what I take in the morning, and then the rest of my supplements are taken in the evening. So I'll show you that when we get around to it. So I'm gonna chuck this. I'm gonna put together meal number 1, and by put it together, I mean open the box and plate it. And I will catch you when I am eating it. By the way, I've also been sipping away on my coffee while I was getting ready this morning, because I do have to wait 2 hours after taking my morning T3 and T4 in Clen. So we have to wait 2 hours, but since I got up at 6, I had my coffee just after 8 o'clock, and I've just been sipping away on it as I was getting ready because I love doing that, and I can only do that at the weekend because I cannot wear makeup at work. So I can't have any nails, hence the state of my nails, and I've been really, really stressed. And I've been biting my nails ever since my doggo passed away, so that is something I need to get on top of. and stop because it's bad. I have no nails anymore. But yeah, I've been sipping on my coffee and I've got my meal one here, so I'm going to show it to you now. It doesn't look like much and it's not much, but it is really nice. So we're going in with 60 grams of just chicken breast. I've got a little bit here on the side on a bed of lettuce and mushrooms. And then we have 6 or whatever is left of the 60 we have inside here in the omelette, and these are just egg whites. There's no eggs, it's just 90 mils of egg whites. We just use liquid egg whites. Thankfully and gratefully I do have access to a wholesaler. I'm allowed to purchase from a wholesaler, so we do get this large 1 kilo 1000 mils egg whites. Before this I used to just break up eggs and I'd usually give the yolk to my dog, but obviously we can't do that anymore. And then yeah, inside we have a little bit of mushrooms as well, and then just seasoned with pink salt and ground sweet cinnamon. I love the combo of salt and cinnamon on chicken and egg whites. Don't knock it till you try it. And then for the star of the show, we are going to go in with 10 grams of peanut butter. We're going to do a mix of smooth and crunchy. They're the ones from M&S. If you've seen my last video, you'll know we went to M&S and bought 8 of these. M&S is a bit of a drive away from us, and the only thing we buy from M&S is peanut butter and dark chocolate. So we just went down, we got a heap, and they're all stashed up in the cupboard. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on top. I'm going to sprinkle a bit more pink salt on top. I'm gonna sit down, finish my coffee, eat this up, and get ready for my posing clients. We have 2 back-to-back this morning. We have a new girl joining the team. She'll be working towards a PCA show. And then I've got one of my regulars, also Olivia, also Polish, and we will be competing together in 7 weeks' time. So I need to eat and get to work before we head out of the house to the gym. Well, to Costa first. We're going to meet at Costa, the 3 of us, me, John, and Steven. We're going to meet at Costa. We're going to have our pre-workouts there, so obviously I'll show you that in there. I'm also going to bring my post-workout with me because after my training session and the rest of my cardio, I'm just going to eat, have a coffee, and dive into teaching my posing clients in person at the gym. So it's a very busy day. I'm not going to be home till about 6:30 or 7 today once I leave at 12, so it'll be fun. But is there anything else I want to say? Yes, actually, I will mention it again later. I am not having my usual post-workout meal today, simply for the fact that I know I feel a little bit heavy after oats. So oats is my post-workout, and I do feel a little heavy after, and I am teaching posing within like half an hour after eating it. So I'm actually gonna have one of my low-carb meals after training, and then have my oats when I get back home after posing. I mean, pretty much posing is still a part of the workout if I'm being honest, so it'll all work out, and it's just for today. Normally oats are always post-workout, but we'll get to that. So I'm gonna eat and get to work. And here we have it, peanut butter on top. I've heated the egg whites up so it should melt nicely. It's not a bowl of oats like we used to have, but I actually really enjoyed this meal. And we've also powered through nearly 2 liters of water as well, so we're off to a good start today. 2 hours of posing clients down, and I had a ball. The girls were absolutely amazing. I had a first timer and I had my usual that I told you about, and I've got my Dora the Explorer backpack on, and we're gonna go for a coffee, eat our pre-workout meal, and head to the gym for an upper body session, bit of posing, bit of cardio, and more posing clients. Today is crazy, but we love it. Hey babe, what have we got there?
Americano, ice Americano.
Same. We've got the boys.
And a flat white.
Got our coffees, our pre-workout meals. What are you training?
Upper.
Same. Are you gonna pose with me after?
I'm gonna try.
And we've decided to come chill here for a little bit. I had an amazing upper body session. Excuse the screaming kids. I didn't film any of it just because it's the exact same session I did last week, so head over to last week's vlog and the session is there. Steven has to head off, unfortunately, so we won't be posing with him, but John and I will pop into the studio for a quick posing session before I teach my client in less than 2 hours. So we're gonna go in and pose, we're gonna have a coffee, have a post-workout meals, which obviously I'll show you. I know I didn't really speak about my pre-workout meal just because it was I'm gonna sit closer, just because it was really loud in Costa. My pre-workout was 4 corn cake thins, 20 grams of whey isolate from Perform, a white chocolate, and 15 grams of nut butter. So that was that. Oh, and 65 banana. So not a lot to fuel the session, but we had an amazing session. I literally progressed all across the board. I am very tired now. I finished up my cardio, and John there is absolutely dead. Drenched in sweat after 35 minutes on the stairs. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna chill now. Yeah, take a minute, let him cool off, and then we're gonna go in and pose. I have to say, I am a little tired, but I do need to get cracking on my routine. Obviously, I do have a routine made, but I haven't really been practicing it just because life has been busy with posing clients, and they come first, then me. But today, I need to take that time, even if it's just half an hour in the studio, and work on my eye walk properly. But yeah, we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna chill for a few more minutes, and I'll catch you in the posing studio. All right, let's get a pose on. Please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a one.
This is the first time I've seen John pose for me in person with the start of his routine and how the tables have turned. You're the one teaching me.
Maybe I should start posing, teaching.
Give it a year.
Yeah.
Give it a year. You'll be teaching Palsy.
What do you think?
I'm very proud of you, babe.
Thanks.
Very proud of you. And I hope you enjoyed my posing. It's still being tweaked. I haven't actually posed in quite some time, so I was a little rusty today. But I'm really happy with like the general idea of my eye walk. I don't think it's going to change anymore. Maybe just a bit more flow through the transitions, especially stepping to the back. Other than that, I'm really, really happy. Obviously, I tried some of John's routine, so I hope you enjoy that. It was very new, but teaching classic posing is definitely something I want to do in the future. Maybe give it a year. I do want to take a couple of lessons myself next year for classic, for figure, and I just want to keep educating myself around those poses, because obviously bikini we're pretty good at now. Obviously there's still a lot more I can learn, and I will, but classic and figure is definitely also something I want to do. But right now we're just in the cafe down from the gym. I'm going to have my post-workout meal. I did tell you it's a little different to my usual meal because I'm saving that for a bit later, so I'm not loaded before posing because I have 2 more clients today. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for our coffees and then I'll show you my meal. So nothing crazy, but one of my favorites. I'm sorry if it's really loud. We've got 125 grams of chicken breast with 15 grams of peanut butter. We've got salad, mushrooms, peppers, and a little baby corn because I'm absolutely obsessed. Sugar-free sweet chili sauce on top. And for that extra bit of digestion, 50 grams of pineapple. And that's it, and we're just gonna wait for our Americanos with coconut milk, iced, and you're gonna head back home.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back to work. You're gonna have your we're close to home. I'm gonna head back up to work, and then I will catch you for a little date night.
At 6 o'clock.
At 6 p.m. Maybe 6:30 by the time I get home. Are you picking me up?
I'm picking you up.
Okay, I am back home and I just had to hop straight into the shower. A boiling shower at that, so I'm a bit red. 4 hours of posing clients, a 2-hour training session, 75 minutes of cardio, a posing session of my own with John, client check-ins, client setups. I still have more client work to do, but we are finally home. It is 6 p.m. So we definitely got a lot done and I'm tired. I'm really tired and I'm really hungry because keep in mind I didn't have my post-workout carbs. But it is time to go make my big bowl of oats. But first I need to show you what my boyfriend did for me when I was gone. Now, I don't know if you're ready for it, but the Netflix is on. He's even chosen a movie, which he never does. I always have to choose because I don't like what he chooses, but he picked a good one today. And this. He put the couches together, he brought the duvets down, he left out the CBD for tonight because God knows I need it. And this just brings me back to something we did last December. What was it, babe?
Olympia.
We watched the Olympia like this. We fell asleep, we had a panic attack that we missed it, but we didn't.
Your mom woke us up.
My mom.
For classic physique.
Yes, and then Bikini was on after. So I cannot wait to hop in here with my laptop, unfortunately, because I still have a bit of work to do. But first I need to eat. I'm gonna go make my oats and I'll show them to you then. To be honest, there's only actually one meal that I'm making from scratch tonight, and that'll be my last meal because everything else is literally meal prepped. Because I knew this day would be like this. I knew today would be crazy. But I haven't fully put my oats together, so I will show you how I do it. He's also made me a coffee while I was in the shower. I'm literally the luckiest girl alive. I swear to God. But it is time. Jeez, I look tired. Okay, so it is time for the best meal of the day, which is usually post-workout. By the way, yeah, excuse the attire. I hope you actually like it. Yeah, it's my favorite. But oats. So we've got 50 grams of oats, and this is how I make them. Is I grab a big bowl. I love eating oats out of glass bowls and cream rice as well, because then I can use a baby spoon and I literally get everything out. But we've got 50 grams of oats that I soaked in boiling water. So I'll show you now. So I just pour boiling water on top of them and let them soak. Normally they don't fluffen up this much. I might have to add a bit more water, but I'm gonna pop them in the microwave. Then we're going to add 15 grams of white chocolate whey isolate from Perform. I get this off My Core Supplements. You can use code Olivia, and it's the same place that I got all the supplements that I showed you in the morning. My Core Supplements, code Olivia for 10% off. And they do next day delivery if you are in Ireland, free delivery over 60 or 70 euro, I think. And even if it's to a different country in Europe, it still is really quick. Like sometimes if you order before 3 p.m, you literally get it the next morning. It's amazing because I always order my supplements last minute or when I run out. So yeah, 15 grams white chocolate. I'm not gonna lie, I love this, but it's not my favorite. I probably will go back to Train by JP after this or get a different flavor. I'm just a bit sick of the white chocolate, that's it. Then, so yeah, oats, whey, we have 35 grams of berries. So I'm just gonna do blueberries. And now, you know, I love having peanut butter in my oats, and I don't in this meal, but I saved 5 grams of peanut butter from meal 1. I saved 5 grams of peanut butter from my pre-workout meal. So I have 10 grams of peanut butter to put into this meal. How does that sound? Amazing, I know. So I'm gonna put this together and show you the finished product. So this is how they come out of the microwave. I know it's a bit dark, I'm sorry. I really didn't start bringing in a ring light, but I don't have time today. So we've got 15 grams of whey. I'm just gonna chuck that in. Now, if I have more time, I'll mix it with water first, then pour it in like a thick paste and then pop it back in the microwave. But I am way too hungry for that today. So we've got this. Perfect consistency. Excuse the noise. $35 grams of bloobs that I already meal prepped yesterday. I literally prepped everything I told you. So 35 grams. Perfect. Actually, I forgot something. I was gonna put in a tiny bit of these cookie dough flavor drops. Just a few drops. Gonna mix that back in. It'll only have flavour on one side, but that's okay. Then we are going to, so normally this should just be the meal by itself, but we're gonna go in with 10 grams of nut butter. We've got M&S Crunchy that I showed you earlier, and one of my favorites, coconut peanut butter from Meridian. So we're gonna pop 10 grams of this in, zero the scale, and we extract. Okay, 6 grams, plop. Oh, on the dot, I literally have scale eyes. 4 grams of this. Then we're gonna go in with a little bit of syrup. I normally don't use a lot of these, but one meal a day, I kind of allow myself to have something artificial. So this is the one that I got last week. I showed it to you in my last vlog. So that's this. Just on this side. Going in again with this cinnamon. And essential pink salt. Remember, salt brings out the sweetness as well, so don't judge. And for a don't show that. For a final touch, baby spoon. And voila, voila. Here we have a beautiful, voluminous 50 grams of oats. So I look like an absolute mess. This is definitely the most tired I've felt this prep so far. Yeah. Just done some work on the couch. And we just watched a little bit of a movie. We're gonna continue watching the movie for the rest of the evening, but I need to make my last meal. I'm gonna make breakfast for tomorrow as well, just because I have a morning of posing clients again tomorrow, so I just want to be prepared. And I'm gonna show you what supplements I take in the evening, because I promised I'd show you. So starting with all my pills. They're in a little pill box, so I'll just show it to you like that. Okay, so my beautiful Superwoman pill box. And so these are technically morning subs, but I told you I take them in the evening. So that's them. So we've got D3, K2 from Olymp, a multivitamin from Supplement Needs, told you about these. The reason I take this is because it has certain things that normal multivits usually don't, like boron and stuff like that, which will actually help boost your natural testosterone, and my test is low. We've got Trained by JP Love Heart, just to manage kidney health, cholesterol, blood pressure, and just take care of my heart, especially when I'm taking clenbuterol. We've got omegas. I absolutely love these because they're not fish oils, they're flaxseed oil capsules, so you don't get that awful taste of them. So three of these big boys. And we've also got some biotin for just healthy hair, skin, nails. And we've also got my trusty thyroid stack from Supplement Needs. Always finish the evening off on half a scoop of Digest Max from Strom, just for my tummy. And a recent addition, something I always implement about 8 weeks out from my shows, is this Support Max NeuroPM from Strom. Also just to help reduce and manage my cortisol levels going to sleep. It has everything from magnesium and taurine and zinc and vitamin B. So kind of like a ZMA, but elevated, and it's blueberry flavor, and it tastes amazing. So those are my supplements. I'm gonna put these together, pop them into the pill box as well, the ones that I'm missing, and I'm gonna get cracking on my last meal. I'm gonna show you the finished product of my last meal because it is actually really similar to meal number one. It's pretty much the same thing, just different amounts. So instead of 60, we've got 75 grams of chicken. We have 90 mils of egg whites like we did earlier. We have 10 grams of peanut butter like we had earlier. And just a little 35 grams of extra berries on a training day. And that's literally it. That's all I have before going to bed. But I have to say, having a no carb meal before bed is something that has really helped with my digestion. I don't wake up bloated, I don't wake up in pain, I don't go to sleep in pain, which is something that I usually experience having like oats before bed. So until carbs increase in the off season to a point where I can have carbs in all of my meals, I think having a no carb last meal is something I'm going to keep for quite some time. But I'm gonna go make that meal, put it together, It's literally the only meal I'm actually making fresh today, and it is 8 p.m. right now, so it's time to eat, it's time to wind down, chill out, and go to sleep a little bit earlier to get up for a busy morning of posing clients. And I'm just going to leave this here. Obviously, I will show you my meal when it's put together, but I just want to say good night for today, for Saturday, and I will pick the camera back up on Thursday because I promised I'd show you how I prep food, how I prep my meals when I'm going away traveling, and everything like that. So we'll leave that for Thursday. I will catch you on Thursday, and I'm just going to show you my last meal when I put it together and go to sleep. And here we have it, a deja vu moment of breakfast. The only difference here, we switched it up with a bit of sugar-free ketchup and a pickle, but literally just a little bit more chicken, same amount of egg whites, same peanut butter, and a little bonus 35 grams of Fdoes. So that is it for the night. This concludes a full day of eating, and I shall see you on Thursday. Hello, welcome back, people. It is Thursday today, and like I promised, I am here about to show you how I prep food for traveling. So today's a bit of a rough day. I got up a lot later than I expected because I'm just really tired. The last few days have been busy, and we've been kind of dropping weight like crazy, which usually means I end up a little bit tired. But yeah, I actually got up and I went back to bed because it's a day off since we're traveling today. But our flight is not till about 10 p.m. So we've loads of time to get everything done, but I am stressing because I got up later. But anyway, how to stay on track when traveling. That is something that a lot of people find very difficult. They easily fall off track, make the wrong decisions when they're in a different place, and etc, etc. Now, if you are just going on holidays, obviously do enjoy yourself. Make healthy choices where possible, but at the same time, you know, enjoy the foods you haven't tried before, enjoy meals out with the people you're going with, and all that. But obviously, I am in a bodybuilding prep. My boyfriend's in a bodybuilding prep, and we cannot do that, even though we do miss going out for dinner, but that'll come in time. Anyway, my first kind of tip would probably be to not stay at a hotel. Now, we are staying at a couple of hotels before shows, but that's just because food is so easy. It's literally rice cakes, a bit of chicken, peanut butter, and stuff like that. But like right now at 6 weeks out, the food is still quite varied. There's still a lot of cooking involved. So I do suggest not staying at a hotel and getting an Airbnb. So we have a little apartment with a kitchen and everything we need to be able to do our food prep over there. But I do want to save time. I don't want to be stuck in the kitchen there when I'm over there. I do actually want to enjoy my time with the new gym and, you know, everything. I've never been to Manchester, so I don't want to spend all that time in the kitchen. Also another thing would probably be to find a place that has cardio nearby, maybe near a gym, or we were actually lucky enough to find an apartment complex with a little gym, so I can just go in there in the morning and get my cardio done. But yeah, I am bringing a good few things with me, and I'm going to start cooking because I need to get it done, and then I will come back at you when everything's finished and I will explain exactly what I've done, how I've done it, and why I'm doing it, and maybe things I'm not doing. So I'll chat to you in a bit. I think it's about an hour later, so it took me about an hour with the washing up and everything. By the way, I forgot to mention, please excuse this on my face. I don't know where it came from. My boyfriend calls it Pablo, but we're just gonna have to roll with it for the next few days, I'd say. But yeah, an hour later, I've everything done. All my supplements are prepped, my meals are prepped, and all the other bits of food are prepped. So I'm going to flip the camera over and show you exactly how I go about it. We are going to start with my supplements. So yesterday, actually, I went into Tesco and I got these reusable Ziploc bags. So afterwards, they can just be washed out and reused, which is amazing. But they're kind of color-coded. So we have greens. And there is a label inside. So I just, we have these like stick-on labels. So I just didn't stick them on. I just popped it inside, so when we open up we'll know exactly what is where, but we'll have an idea because I did kind of color code them. So greens are green, then we have whey, we have glutamine, Digest Max, creatine, and John's Cream of Rice. Then I have a little box of Neuro Max PM because I'm not going to need much of this. That's just a sleep supplement. I've made sure all of my pills are completely stocked up, and I'm just going to bring my pill box. Same with the other side. We've got our vitamin C's, my thyroid, and everything is in there. So these are all my supplements. I might add a little bit more cream of rice just in case we need a bit more, maybe in case I get a high day or something. But that's how we prep our supplements. Now what I do amount wise, so I'm going for 3 days. So we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning there. So we have 3 mornings of taking supplements. So I've done 3 servings for me and for John, plus an extra scoop, just in case anything happens. You always want to be stocked up, so an extra scoop in all of them, and then we can just pop them back in to the actual boxes when we come back home if we don't use it, because nothing will go to waste. I'm not binning any of this. Now, food. I have prepped certain meals because I'll be bringing them with me. So first of all, this is meal number 4 today. We have egg whites, chicken, peanut butter, and veggies. So I'm going to have this either on the way to the airport or right when we get to the airport. Then this is my final meal of the day. We've got some turkey mince, veggies, some low-calorie sauces, and this I'm going to probably have on the plane or just before we get on the plane, and that unfortunately will be my last meal for the day. So I'm really hoping we do arrive to the Airbnb before midnight. What I'm also doing is I'm pushing out my meals today because normally I am in bed about 9 p.m. We get our last meal between 7:30 and 8:30 in the evening. Whereas today, we are not flying out till 9:45 p.m. So we do need to push those meals out. I don't want to be absolutely starving later on. So it is currently, I'm sure you can see the clock there behind me. I think it's 11:30. It's 11:30 and I still haven't eaten. I was going to eat a bit earlier, but John is in a call upstairs right now. So I'm just waiting for him to come down so we can eat together, you know. But yeah, so these are all the meals. I've got one more there. This is just chicken and egg whites and mushrooms, and that's for tomorrow morning because I don't want to be stressing tomorrow morning if we don't get the groceries in or whatever. I just have that meal prepped. I'll just add some veggies to it later on, which I will also show you because I am bringing certain veggies with me, and then John can also pop his breakfast omelette in there just to save some space. Speaking of breakfast, so these are John's turkey rashers. We just air fried them all up. He can pop them in a bag and bring all of them for the next 3 days. And then we get these large bottles of egg whites. They're a kilo. I showed it to you, I think I showed it to you at the start of this vlog. But obviously we don't want to be wasting food. So we had about half of a bottle left, and we know they're going to go out of date when we're away. So I just cooked up 4 mini little omelets. I have like a small 1 egg kind of pan thing. It's on the hob right now, so I can't touch it. And I just portioned it out into 100ml portions. So we've 4 100ml portions, and then my portions are usually 90 mils. John's are usually 100, so I can always just take 10 grams off this if I'm having it. Better safe than sorry. We might use them, we might not. I'll try to use them because, as I said, I don't want to waste food. Now, I do have 2 portions of rice over the weekend. So what I did, cooked it up, put it in a Ziploc bag, and just waiting for them to cool before I pack them up. What you can also do, if it is a long, like say for us, it's only an hour flight, so none of the food will go off while we're traveling. But if you do have a really long flight, what you could do is you cook your rice, you cook your meats, which we did as well. I'll show you that right now. Let me just open the freezer. This is what we do with our meats. We cook it and then we freeze it. So we're gonna take this out of the freezer right before we leave, so it'll defrost on the way and they'll be nice and fresh when we do arrive in England. And we're just going to pop these in a larger bag as well, just when the water kind of comes off when defrosting, doesn't get all over our clothes and everything. So yeah, we're going to take 3 600-gram bags. That should do us nicely for the weekend, and as I said, they'll defrost on the way. And you could do the exact same thing with rice. I wouldn't recommend it for potato because it goes really soggy, but if you cook your rice and you freeze it and then you take it out right before you're leaving, put it in a bigger bag, you can even do like ice packs and stuff to keep it cool, and it will defrost on the way over and it'll be nice and fresh when you arrive. So that is definitely a life hack. And some just obvious bits here. We've got corn cakes because I have them pre-workout, and so does John. So we're gonna bring 2 packs of these because we're not sure if we're gonna find them over there. They are from Aldi, and we do have an Aldi close by, but we're just gonna bring the amount we actually need. They're so light, they'll literally weigh nothing in the suitcase because we only have 10 kilos as well in a bag, so not ideal. Then some absolute staples. My favorite sweet cinnamon, pink salt, and a drizzler. I'm gonna chance the drizzler. I know it's big, but it's in grams and not mils, so we should be okay with it. I know we're not okay with it coming back from England, so we're just gonna use whatever we use, and the rest we're just gonna leave there. I'm sure somebody will use it up And then we have some dark chocolate and just some little extra bits. We've got some water flavorings that I also showed you in the last vlog. And by the way, update on these. Amazing. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just veg left. It's still in the fridge. I have a little mini fridge here for my meal prep. So what I'm bringing in terms of veg, I'm literally just bringing mini cucumbers, 2 bags of lettuce, and a little pot of tomatoes, and the rest we can just buy over there. Things like fresh fruit, bananas, fresh veg, any like mushrooms and stuff we are just gonna buy over there. I think I told you earlier about the Asda delivery, so we'll probably just order tonight, have it delivered tomorrow really early morning, and whatever we can't obviously bring, because we do have a luggage weight limit, so we're not going to be bringing bottles of water, we're not going to be bringing really heavy stuff like bags of oats and stuff like that. So we're just going to order all that over there. We're going to order some eggs, some oats, milks, waters, and things like that. So that is it. It's really simple. Trust me, if you want it, you're gonna do it. It took me an hour. I am prepped for the next 3 days or so. And as I said, we do have a kitchen over there, which is the biggest help. We can get up in the morning. I can go do my cardio. We can come back. We can prep all our food for the whole day. So we're not stressing about it. And the thing with that, I'm bringing Tupperware as well, because obviously I said I want to minimize space. I brought the lightest Tupperware that I have. They literally weigh nothing, so I can bring them over. And then Sunday morning when we're coming back, because we have a 5 p.m. flight, so we are going to need to prep our meals for the whole day, so I can just reuse that Tupperware to bring food back with me. And that is, I think this is it. Obviously there's still a lot of other things I need to bring. Being a competitor, I need to bring my heels, my bikini, my posing bikini. I need to bring everything. But yeah, 3 days away, took me an hour to get everything prepped. Simple, you know, if you really want to stick to your goals while you're away, it is easy. There's ways around it. Obviously knowing what shops are nearby when you go over there, knowing ways of, you know, maybe getting groceries delivered like we're doing, and having a space close by to do your cardio is always a bonus. So yeah, I'm going to leave the vlog here. I hope you stuck around to this part of the video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. Just giving you an insight into how easy it actually is to stay on track when you're traveling. Now, is it easy? Not always. I'm sure you want to be trying all the tasty food over in a different country, especially England has a lot more options than Ireland does. But you know, we know that time would come. Right now we need to be here. We need to go, bring our own food with us, and we know that's how it goes. So yeah. I am really excited though. I'm very excited to see my coach, and I'm excited to do a bit of shopping. It is my birthday tomorrow, so perfect timing for this little trip. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to leave it a like, hit the subscribe button, comment, share, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video. I will see you in Manchester. Ciao!